UN report says China violated human rights in Xinjiang. China used rape, forced sterilization, and disappearances as tools in its fight against terrorism and extremism. China has perpetrated severe human rights breaches in distant Xinjiang, outgoing UN Human Rights Commissioner Michelle Bachelet said in a long-awaited report delivered on her last day in office, August 31st. The 48-page study said that the Chinese government broke the law in many ways, including through rape, forced sterilizations, and disappearances. The extent of arbitrary and discriminatory detention of Uyghur and other predominantly Muslim groups, pursuant to law and policy, in context of restrictions and deprivation more generally of fundamental rights enjoyed individually and collectively, may constitute international crimes, in particular crimes against humanity, the report says. China has said that the report is based on disinformation and lies created by anti-China groups, and wantonly smears and slanders China. According to The Guardian, the report's publication was delayed by an official Chinese response that had to be blacked out for privacy and safety reasons. Rights advocates are pushing for a UN probe into Chinese government crimes against humanity after the report's release. The High Commissioner's scathing findings explain why China battled tooth and nail to suppress the publication of her Xinjiang report, Human Rights Watch's China Director, Sophie Richardson, told HT. The UN Human Rights Council should utilize the report to investigate China's crimes against humanity against Uyghurs and others, Richardson added. The research shows how Beijing has violated Muslim minority rights in the Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region, XUAR, for years. The report says large-scale violations of human rights, including family separation, reprisals and enforced disappearances, employment and labor issues, reproductive rights, rights to privacy and freedom of movement, religious, cultural, and linguistic identity and expression, and conditions and treatment at VETCS. Sexual abuse and rape against women in detention rooms without cameras inside VETCS are particularly troubling. The VETCS had patterns of torture or cruel, inhuman, or humiliating treatment or punishment, the study said. Some complained of sexual violence, including rape, affecting mostly women. The report said that some of these facts were about guards forcing people to do oral sex during an interrogation or to get naked against their will. Forced birth control among Muslim minority women was also damning. Bachelet's report showed a sharp decline in birth rates in Xinjiang from 2017, with the rate dropping 48.7% between 2017 and 2019, especially in majority Uyghur areas like Kashgar and Hoan. There was an unusually sharp rise in sterilizations and intrauterine device placements in the same period. Serious human rights violations have been committed in XUAR in the context of counter-terrorism and counter-extremism strategies, the report concluded. These plans and policies in XUAR have led to significant and unjustifiable limits on human rights. The OHCHR investigation found that these restrictions are unfair because they hurt Uyghur and other mostly Muslim communities. The study, Fight Against Terrorism and Extremism in Xinjiang, Truth and Facts, stated Beijing's position that Xinjiang measures are for counter-terrorism, and VETCS are vocational training camps. Beijing denied the existence of camps in Xinjiang until late 2017, when it conceded their existence. Neither national nor provincial authorities have revealed the total number of individuals in the camps, keeping details unclear and limiting access to the camps to guided tours. Beijing has been accused of locking up 1 million Muslims in detention camps, using forced labor in resource-rich Xinjiang, forcing women to have abortions, and spreading propaganda to the general public. China has called the charges a Western smear effort. Bachelet was imprisoned and tortured by Augusto Pinochet in the 1970s.